What's up YouTube? Scott, Sky Tradition, back with another video. It's been a couple weeks since I've made my last video, but it's getting to be that time of year again where I go through the top 100 cards in the collection and just kind of assess where everything's at and what's gone up, what's gone down, what's no longer in the top 100, is there any new additions, that kind of thing. So always a fun time every year to take a peek at everything. But we're going to get you started with a little prequel video here. Where I talk about the first 25 cards that did not make the top 100. So basically these are cards kind of in that $550 to maybe $750 range that didn't quite make the list. And this tends to be a hot spot in my collection. Like when I purchase cards, I tend to look for them in this area because I seem to have a lot of them in this general range. So we're going to go through the top 25 cards that are not in the top 100, basically. So just outside the list. So we'll start out with this one from 2008, Prime Cuts. This is a card I just added this year. Got the Jim Thorpe, Jackie Robinson, and Lou Gehrig. All game-used patches there. This was a really cool one I added this year. And you can see that's numbered out at 25. Next up on the list, another one I grabbed this year, the Patrick Stewart autograph. Of course, he played Captain Jean-Luc Picard on Star Trek The Next Generation. And this card depicts him as Locutus of Borg when he was assimilated by the Borg. So, pretty cool there. Another one I picked up earlier this year. And then let's get into another one I picked up this year, I guess. Apparently, like I said, I pick up a lot of these cards in this range. Here's the Jim Brown from one of my favorite all-time products, 03 Fabric of the Game. Got this awesome game-used patch numbered out of 32. These are numbered out of the jersey number of the player. So, very cool card there. I want to say I picked this up last year, but this is from the Certified, this is from 07, Certified Materials, the Immortals, Bart Starr. Look at that game-used patch. A beautiful card that is. And these are numbered out of only 15. Apparently we're getting all the one-touch cards out of the way here first. And then we got a trifecta. I want to say these were actually in the top 100 last year, so they're not this year. This is from the 14 National Treasures Green Bay Great Set. We got Aaron Rodgers, numbered out of 10. We got Brett Favre, numbered out of 5. And Charles Woodson, numbered out of 5 as well. Those are the harder cards to get from that set, and pretty sought after set. Even to this day by Packer collectors. So these fall out of the top 100 this year. And it's real hard to get an actual price point on these because they just don't transact, as is the case with a lot of the cards in my collection. But that's kind of where I have them this year, kind of in this prequel first 25 out video. Here's the 52 Bowman Large Gene Ronzani, who of course was a coach for the Packers in the early 1950s. They didn't have any seriously great teams during that era, but this card is known to be a short print, and because of where it was located on the sheet, was extremely difficult to find centered. So don't let the grade fool you. It's only a 4.5, but to find one this centered like this is nearly impossible. Here's one I picked up last year. This is the Willie Wood autograph from 63 Topps. Probably one of the harder Packer Hall of Fame autos to get. Not the hardest, but one of the harder ones, I would say. Also got the Forrest Gregg autograph from 1960 Topps, rookie card. Of course, he's an NFL Hall of Famer as well. It's in the Beckett Authentic slab there. That's a cool one to have. Those actually came from the same seller, I want to say. as well as this one. Here's the Cal Hubbard from 55 Bowman. This is the umpire's autograph. You don't see this one signed very often at all. It doesn't sell very much either, so hard to gauge a price on it. But I bought those all from the same seller in the Slab City group with Garrett. The Greg, the Hubbard, and the Wood, all from the same seller. So perfect. And they all kind of fit in that exact price point range, too. And now we got a couple of low pop Packer Team Hall of Fame rookie cards. Here's the John Brockington in a Gem Mint 10. Again, these don't transact hardly ever. But this one's like pop 5, I want to say. It's kind of the range I'd put it in, but hasn't been a sale for quite a while. Here's another Gem 10 of the 70 Topps Gail Gillingham rookie card. He was multi-time All-Pro, so kind of he's certainly a guy that would be in the Hall of Very Good. One of the first players to institute weight training into his routine. And I have this one in a 10. I think, I want to say that's around pop 8 or something like that in a 10. So, happy to have that one. And here we got the 68 Topps Carroll Dale rookie card. And not rookie card, but first year in a Packers uniform, because they did get him from the Rams. This is a tough one, though. It's only like pop 3. So, not a lot of these floating around. And last sale was a long time ago. So, it's anyone's guess what those type of cards would even go for nowadays. Here we got one of my pickups from the 2023 National, the 61 Lake to Lake Ray Nitschke in the SGC 88 holder. A real nice example. Nitschke is one of the short prints in that Lake to Lake set. And then this one's off the list, the top 100 list this year. This is the 58 Topps Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron batting foes, one of my favorite baseball cards, showing these two on the same card. So that one's a beauty. This one I picked up last year. This is the 48 Bowman Warren Spahn rookie in an SGC 5. Look at the centering on that bad boy. Beautiful example. And I felt like I got that card for a really good price, too. Let's stick with the same set. 1948 Bowman Yogi Berra rookie. Yeah, this is only a 1, but look at that card. Just a little bit of paper loss there on the back. That's what makes it a 1, but front looks really, really nice. So happy to have those 48 Bowmans in the collection. Here's more of a modern card. The 17 Prism Gold out of 10 rookie card of Aaron Jones in a Gem 10. Only a pop 2 card. Even though he's not a Packer anymore and plays for the rival Vikings, I still will always love Aaron Jones. Top class human being. Here's a 63 Topps Ray Nitschke autograph. Rookie card. So, again, beautiful card there. And, again, those Hall of Fame autograph cards have really shot up in recent years. So, happy to have that one. And just a couple more to go here. We got the 55 Bowman Jim Ringo. That's a Hall of Fame rookie card as well. PSA 8. There are only 4 graded higher than this one. 2 8.5s and 2 9s. How about a 50 Bowman card? Probably a card most of you have never heard of, but it's the 50 Bowman Larry Craig, who was a great player for the Packers in the 40s and 50s. This is an 8.5 and a beautiful one. Picked this up a couple of years ago. You're not going to find one that looks better than that out there. There's even one of the 9s I saw sold a couple of years ago did not look as good as this 8.5. But the 61 Topps Boyd Dowler rookie in a PSA 9. That's a top pop card. I want to say it's like pop 6 or 8. All right, next up, how about the 49 Bowman Roy Campanella rookie? This card finally has gone up in recent years as people recognize the importance of this card, really. It's a beautiful card. Only a 2.5, but very nicely centered. And last but not least, how about the Miz, Jacob Mizorowski? I picked this card up for only $80 last year, and at one point this card climbed to around, I'd say, $900, almost like that. There was a sale around there, and now it's come back down a little bit. Probably in that $600 range, I'd say, is what I would sell for if I auctioned it now. This guy might be the MVP in the Brewers series so far. So pitched 2 4-inning outings in both of their wins that they got. So, and they needed it. Obviously, he came out like gangbusters to start the year, and then kind of got injured when he got hit off of his shin by Seiya Suzuki with a ball on the mound. And when he came back, he just didn't quite have that command of the strike zone, and now he's finally found that again. So he's a big reason why the Brewers are advancing and we're able to advance past the Cubs. So I watched the game last night. I'm telling you guys, it was pins and needles for me as a Brewers fan. Obviously, they have not been able to get past that first round since 2018. Like, they found different ways to lose, and they've been close. They've had decent teams, but they have not been able to get over that mountain. And finally, this year, they have the best record in baseball. They get the first round bye, and then they win in a decisive Game 5 versus the Cubs. Great pitching and a couple timely home runs, of all things, is what got it done. So now they play the Dodgers. Brewers were 6-0 against the Dodgers this year and really had their number. So obviously that's not a direct carryover to the playoffs, but it's better than being 0-6. The Brewers know they can play with the Dodgers. They can compete with them. So their big thing will be trying to figure out their pitching now and trying to get some semblance of a rotation to see how they want to operate in the series, because the Woodruff injury, really hurts. And they're kind of behind the 8 ball. There'll be a lot of relief pitchers going forward, would be my guess. So, but what a win last night. Brewers finally get the monkey off their back, and they will have a rematch of the 2018 NLCS. And the Brewers almost won that series in 2018, and maybe they can get it done this time around. So here's the hoping for a World Series appearance from the Brewers this year. That would be amazing if that would have happened. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Just sitting around watching football this weekend, and Packers start at 3:30 against the Bengals here. We'll see how that goes. The Badgers were horrendous. 37-0 loss to Iowa yesterday. Luke Fickell needs to be fired. I'm sorry. As I'm making this video, I'm just reading that James Franklin was just let go by Penn State. So, and they're willing to pay him $50 million to not coach football at Penn State. That's amazing. So Fickell's buyout is around $27 million, is my understanding. So maybe they can get that down a little bit more and just move forward, because it's not working. Franklin was a better coach than Fickell. He had more success than Fickell. And the Badgers just need to rip that cord now and move on, because it's already been ugly. I can't imagine how much uglier it's going to get moving forward. They play number 1 Ohio State next, and then they play Oregon after that. So those are going to be bloodbaths, and they're probably going to end up going 2-10 this year. And I'm not even exaggerating. That's what they're going to go. They're not going to be favored in any of the games. So other than that, again, just really thankful for the Brewers moving on, and it'll be fun next series. So thanks everybody so much for watching. Stay tuned for the top 100 video, which I will have coming out within the next couple weeks, and we'll talk to you again soon.